Hi, and welcome to Angie's Artverse, a multiverse where art and poetry collide. So last week, I showed you guys how to make these ribbon rose tokens. This week, I'm going to show you guys how to make this ribbon rose box. So let's get started. So this is everything we're going to need for this project. We're going to need a hot glue gun, a pre-made rose, 9mm ribbon, and preferably the same color as the rose, the accessories, a paintbrush, gesso, a wooden box with or without the lid, E6000 glue, the paint, the piece of foam, and the sanding paper. I got this box at Hobby Lobby and it was $5.49. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the stickers that it has, and I'm going to go get my hair dryer because sometimes these are a little bit hard to get off. So I'm going to do that off camera. For this project, we're not going to need the lid of the box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tool to remove the screws so I can take off the lid. Now that the lid has been removed, I'm going to take some sanding paper and just smooth out all the edges, like right here, the bottom, make sure it's ready for the gesso. And this is a fast process. It doesn't take very long. It's just a quick pass to make sure everything is ready to be painted. This is my favorite gesso to use. It's the Liquitex Basics acrylic gesso. So I'm just going to do 2 generous coats of gesso around the entire wooden box. After I do this first coat, I'm going to let it dry for 24 hours, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow and do the second coat. While you're painting this, you don't have to do the entire inside of the box because that's going to contain the flower, so nobody's going to see it. So I would say just paint it up to like right here, and that's going to be just fine. So I'm going to do the rest of this off camera. So it's been a few days and I let both layers of gesso dry. Depending on what kind of paint you use, you might need 1 layer or 2. If it's thicker, you for sure will only need 1 layer. If it's on the thinner side, 2. As you can see, the mix of purple that I have here, it's pretty thick, so I know for sure I'm only going to need 1 layer. I made this a few years ago and I still have plenty of it. It's literally a mix of so many different purples, but it's my favorite purple and I can't seem to find this shade already pre-made. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, let it dry for 24 hours, and then we'll come back for the next step. So my box is completely dry now. It only took 1 layer of paint. So what you're going to do next is you're going to get your leaves. And for this part, I like to use the E6000 glue. And we're going to glue them right here to cover up where the hinges used to be and over here where the magnet piece was. So essentially, it's going to be 3 on one side and 1 on the other side where the magnet piece was. I'm going to do this part off camera to make sure I'm precise with what I'm doing, but all you have to do is just put 1 there and then put the others right here and 1 on this side. So this is what the box should look like now that you've glued the petals on. I'm going to switch back to a hot glue gun, and all you're going to do now is you're just going to dab a little bit of glue to the inside of the petals, and you're just going to push them inside towards the box like so. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And as you can see, if we put our flower on the inside, it looks good, right? But here's the problem. If we push it in, it sinks in. And in order to fix that problem, I have figured out that the easiest way to do it is to get a strip of foam. And all you're going to do is you're going to glue it around the rose, because this creates more bulk to it. That way it has something to stick to on the inside of the walls of the box once we add glue. So just go ahead and do that so that we can put it inside the box. And for the gluing of the foam, make sure you use hot glue, not your E6000. So this is what your flower should look like right now. I know it looks super messy, but this is the part nobody's going to see, so it does not matter. Okay, so we're almost done. This next part is the most critical part of the process because we have to now glue this inside the box. And what you're going to do is you're going to get your hot glue gun and you're going to glue all around here and add a lot of glue. And we want to move fast before it dries, right? So we just want to make sure that when we glue it, everything here and put the flower inside, that it's even. I'm just going to start adding all the glue around the rim. Sorry if I get a little bit quiet because I only have 1 chance to get this right. So I just add a lot of glue. Okay, that's, I think, enough. And then I'm going to get the flower and we're just going to shove it in there because we got to get it to touch the border of the box. And there you go. Oops. See, this is why you got to check the rim. Just put it a little bit more down. Make sure it's even and good. There you go. Now is the fun part where we can decorate the box. So I got a strip of ribbon that matches the same color of the rose, and we are gonna glue it around until they're touching. And for this part, I am going to use E6000. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera to make sure I get it even. I recommend adding a little charm to where the ends of the ribbon meet just to cover that up. I think bees go great with roses, obviously pollination, so I went ahead and used that. And that's it. That's the project. This is the final look. I think it's so elegant and it's a great gift for anybody in your life. I had originally made this one for my sister like 2 years ago, and this one I made for myself, if I'm being honest. I am the type of artist where I always make so many things, but I never keep anything that I make. As you see the flowers behind me, they're all for people I know. So this is for me. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to check out my channel and consider subscribing to this Artverse, a multiverse where art and poetry collide. Until next time, bye.